Here in this video, we're going to talk about work hardening on metal. Work hardening is important to know when straightening metal because work hardened metal, for one, is harder to straighten, and the second reason is when metal becomes work hardened, it becomes brittle. It can break and tear on you, and that's something that you don't want. Now, what work hardening is just basically whenever metal is bent, and that creates additional strength there. For example, if this metal was straight, it'd be flimsy. But by taking it and putting creases in it, it makes the metal, a lot stouter. Now, the reason we started doing this on older cars, there wasn't near as many body lines. Metal was flatter, but the steel was real thick, and you could, it supported the strength, the weight. If you leaned up against it, it was going to be sturdy. But car makers, started wanting lighter weight cars for improved fuel mileage. So they had to design ways to make cars lighter, and one of those was to use lighter steel. And they could use lighter steel and put work hardening in it, such as body lines. You notice newer cars have a lot more body lines and curves to them. Even a crown area, has more strength. I don't know if you've ever done framing on a house, but if you've noticed, whenever they put the roof on, whenever they're getting the 2x4s or 2x6s, they always want that crown facing up because that's going to give you more strength. But anyway, with more body lines, that increases work hardening areas, and you can have lighter weight steel and still have the strength of a heavier steel. Now, body lines is work hardened areas that's put into the panels from the factory when they're stamped. Creases, curves, body lines are all work hardened areas. Now, work hardening can also happen during an accident. So if something's in an accident and the metal is bent out of its original shape, that's going to be some additional work hardened areas there as well. Now, why that's important to us, because anytime there's something that's work hardened, it's going to be more difficult to repair. So if there's a dent right here in a flatter area, that's going to be easier to repair than a dent on a body line, which is work hardened. So additional time needs to be considered for any time that you are working on a body line, work hardened area. Another thing when working with these thinner metals is you don't want to overwork it. These metals, you want to get them close to the contour. I think most body fillers say within 1/4 of an inch. Sanded body filler, and then call it good. If you try to keep working on these thinner metals and working them out to get them just perfect, like you did the older metals, the metal finishing, you're going to work harden this metal, and it's going to become brittle, and you're going to end up tearing or ripping the metal, and that's something you don't want to do. So basically, what work harden is just where metal is changed out of its original shape. It causes it to have additional strength, but it also has some considerations when repairing it. Well, that's it for this video. I just wanted to briefly describe what work hardening is, and in the upcoming videos we're going to talk about how to repair steel.